What's up, everybody, and welcome back to the channel. Today we review the last week's sales for the top 10 UFC and single cards according to cardladder.com. The date of these sales ran from November 3rd to November 9th. And there's some really fun cards on here. A mix of modern cards and some vintage UFC cards that are really cool, and some ones that I've never even seen before, or to be honest, didn't even know existed. So let's start the countdown. Coming in at number 10, 2022 Panini Immaculate UFC Kamzat on-card auto gold patch 1 of 5. Stunning card, authentic grade. These thick cards are really tough to grade. I'm assuming they had it graded authenticated because it wouldn't grade any higher than an 8. Auto 10. Great looking card. It's really good balance. I love the cards where it's the white background. You have a relic, you have an image. I wish it was an action shot instead of normal, sort of like a modeling pose, which I would say. But everything on this card just checks all the boxes. This sold for $1,775, coming in number 10. Coming in at number 9, 2009 Topps UFC Round 2 BJ Penn versus Gilbert. Now, I didn't realize this, but I looked this card up, and this image in this fight was the debut of BJ Penn. And his inscription in the red ink, Prodigy, BJ, so cool. Such a cool card. Such a wonderful piece of history. I mean, 16 years old, back pulled auto. Card looks a little rough, but with these, it's hard to tell if it's the case or the card. They probably should have taken the card out of the case, but maybe they hid it in the case because there were flaws on the card. But just a sick card, a great piece of history. Ended up selling for $1,881 US. If I knew this card was on eBay, I probably would have bid for it. It's because I love the history and the aspect of it. Very cool. Coming in number 8, Joshua Van Zandt UFC Midnight 1 of 1. Premium product. This auto was added after aftermarket, so this was not pulled from the pack with the auto. It was added after. I've always liked this concept of the high-end hits, 1 of 1s or case hits, without the autographs, and then you get them added after. I always thought that was a cool way to collect and kind of separate your card and your collection from some other ones, especially with the inscription, the Fearless. But cool way to collect the cards. Authentic auto, so no grade on the auto, no grade on the card. Not sure I'm a fan of that, but maybe the person knew that the card wouldn't pan out any better. But sick looking card, sold for $2,005. Coming in at number 7, another iconic card in the history of UFC collectibles. 2009 UFC John's Bones. Not even a Jones, just John Bones. PSA 9 autograph. Not serial numbered. You can see here the pop report. There's a total of 200 graded, 92 graded a 9. Here's see how many 10s there are. 38 10s, 92 9s. Again, another great piece of history of one of the goats of the sport. Again, sticker auto. But you got to take what you can get when it comes to these older UFC cards. Can't be picky. But so for $2,250, very cool card. Coming in at number 6, that was sold on Fanatics. I actually was paying attention to this card just to see where it would end when the auction was live. Peyton Talbot, Topps Chrome UFC 1 of 1 Superfractor. Not graded, but authenticated by CGC. So for $2,340. People love Talbot. Just a big personality, great fighter. I'm not too familiar with his fighting style. I've seen a couple highlights of him, but apparently there's some people that really believe in him and spent big money and ponied up for it. Coming in at number 5, also on Fanatics. I was paying attention to this one as well. 2022 Select UFC John Jones Black Flash 1 of 1 Mint 9. So for $2,500. Very cool looking card. In-fight action, which I always love. Nice looking design. It's a really visually appealing card, very attractive. Again, a 101, 2,500 bucks. On to number 4 is the 2022 Panini Prism Ilya out of 25 Mojo Prism PSA 10. I love this card. These cards in hand, when you get a good light source and you slide the light across the card, it literally dances off the card. Such a sick collectible. Again, you have the PSA 10. Amazing, exciting prospect that a lot of collectors are excited about. This was $3,500 or best offer. It actually ended up going for $3,000, as you can see on the right side of the screen. Gorgeous looking card. We are in the top 3. Number 3, 2023 Prism UFC. Alex Pereira Gold Shimmer Rookie out of 3. Impossible card to get. 3 out of 3. Again, I probably would have taken a couple better pictures of this, unless they're trying to hide condition, but probably not. They're probably just lazy. I mean, you have the shadow cover on the left side of the card. You have it in a top loader. Sorry, you have it in a penny sleeve. I don't know if that's the back of a dog or a couch or what's going on with that background there. It definitely needs to be cleaned or vacuumed or something. But again, like some of these individuals that sell these cars or these companies, I think they just leave money on the table. They don't do themselves any favors. But still a sick card. $3,750 for best offer. Ended up going for $3,375. That was number 3. On to number 2. It's a visually stunning card. 2025 Topps Knockout, brand new product. Diego Lopez 1/1 relic card. Such a sick card. Fighter War Memorabilia, which I'm a huge fan of. You have the 1/1. You have the model pose where he's smiling. We prefer action. I'm going to keep complaining about that. On-card auto. Let me see what the back of this reads. Top pledge is to bring you closer to UFC, the Octagon, and its leading athletes and personalities. The relic contained on this card does not come from any specific match or event. Signing of the Topps autograph is witnessed by Topps. So hopefully one of these days, the relic that's in the card, if it did come from a fight itself, it would be amazing if they could actually say what fight in the date in the event, just to make it a little more special. But $3,850 for this gorgeous looking card. Everything about this card is stunning. I love it. Very cool card. And number 1, the top dog for the week. 2009 Topps UFC Round 1, George St. Pierre, Red Ink Auto, BGS 8.5. Red Ink, Authentic Fighter Worn Gear, 10 Auto. Let's see what this says. It's a little hard to read. Top pledges to bring you closer to the match. Signing of this card is witnessed by Topps. A relic contained is not from any individual or specific fight or event. An amazing piece of history of one of the greatest of all time, from the first UFC product ever, the Round 1. $6,500. I mean, if you're going to pony up dough for a card or put money in the UFC, you had a choice between, buying 10 $600 cards or one card like this. I think I would go for a card like this. I mean, this is literally a piece of history. This is the beginning of the whole thing for collectibles in the UFC. And just a sick card. It says missing serial number on back. I just noticed that. I don't know what it was supposed to be, serial number 2. Maybe I'll look that up and report back in a future video. But again, those are the top 10 for the week of November 3rd to November 9th, 2025. A lot of strong sales, a wide variety of cards. I like doing this to share the information and to show what fighters are bringing in the top money, but also for educational purposes for myself, to learn what kind of cards are out there and what people are interested in. So with that said, thank you so much for watching the video. If you can, please subscribe to the channel, leave a like, and if you could leave a comment, it'd be appreciated. It really helps out the algorithm. With that being said, thank you so much. Have a great day.